and welcome back to Code of Conduct. This is coming in super late, like super late. Like, sleep. Okay, not I should be sleeping late, but like if I want to wake up ridiculously early to begin my Monday to Friday grind, I should be, I should be asleep, kind of. But then again, I'm just starting to record this. Is doing her usual. She doesn't have common sense. I don't know why my voice just me. Anytime I have this mic close to me, my voice just goes, I'm on the radio. I'm using my actual phone because I my internet is like fucked up, so I'm not exactly confident in Anchor right now. So I'm just like, I don't want stories that touch the heart. Why am I late? I'm having one of those semi-successful weekends. I remember that my dramatic like stuff about how I want to be an artist next year. No, not next year, this year, and how I was like the strokes are getting frustrating, and how like when I look at it, and I'm willing to practice to this extent to draw this. Like, but then again, practicing with coding feels like, oh, okay, it's not like you want something to build something, you research it, you do multiple projects, and it's fine. But like with art is maybe okay, there are two ways I'm looking. Maybe I should look at art the way I look at code. I want to achieve something and I research on how to achieve something, and which is just how I do it. I want to achieve something, I research on how to achieve something. And let's say I want to draw somebody bending down, doing whatever, I draw how to draw this. But the thing is, it's I don't know if I'm trying to convince myself that since it's code, I will pick it up and complete it. Says the girl who has done Python 600 times, has done multiple projects 600 times, but does no basic Python syntax. Fuck. I need to go and learn how to properly build a function in Python like an adult programmer than I am. I know Python for data science at the back of my actually I don't know Python for data science at the back of my hand. Like, I know what it's capable of. So I know how to achieve it with a few Google searches to complete whatever like very dramatic process or project I want to do. But I don't think I have syntax stuck in my head. But like Python for data science, yay! I know those libraries and I know them. I won't say like the back of my hand, like the back of a menu. Yeah, like a menu sheet. I know them like a menu sheet in my hand. But like like the back of my hand, I don't know that, like, because the back of my hand is constantly changing. If off point. I don't know why my voice is not projecting anytime I have this mic close to me. Fuck. One of the main reasons why I didn't record this early is because I can't, like, because I say so much stuff, I can't remember if I've given like identifying information, which is silly and stupid considering the fact I send this stuff on a WhatsApp text. The thing is, I started the whole WhatsApp thing when I was thinking it'd be more of an exploration of philosophy of different schools of thoughts, which I think I should do that next week. Like, oh, and I haven't forgotten my current school of thoughts, even though I'm struggling and rather like doing my hedonistic pleasure of just like scrolling endlessly. And I think scrolling endlessly gets irritating at one point. But like stoic hedonism, my mishmash of the two, stoic hedonism with and justification for Ubuntu. Did I mention in my like foundation? I knew it was like stoicism on how to react to things, how to relate with people. But Ubuntu was more of a why, because to be honest, the way stoicism handles like the thoughts of other people and their motivations is very asshole-ish. It's like, it's one of those like, I'm not like other humans vibe, and I'm like, no, you're just like every human. And your choice to even do something about it doesn't makes you like another subset of human. It doesn't make you unique or anything. Like, it wouldn't be a whole ass group of people agreeing with each other, forming and calling it like a whole philosophy if it was like unique and made you like separate from the pack. No, you just joined a subdivision of the overall pack. That's the reason why I wanted to look at like Ubuntu and like develop respect for other members of society, but also understanding that these people are individuals and they're capable of incredibly fucked up things, that just because you see the good in humanity, that doesn't necessarily mean good is in that individual. Or even if there's a potential for good, that doesn't mean that person exhibits that good, that kind of vibes. And stoic hedonism, the reason I wanted to like go on with stoic hedonism was like I'm looking to I know I randomly mentioned, I don't even know if the constant breathing into the mic is probably annoying, but like me trying to go is like also trying to explain my point. I'm wondering, sometimes I have like weird fantasies and I'm like, oh, I've ruined my life by saying shit on the internet or being sad or whatever. But the thing is, I like to think of myself like slightly like way better than a TikTok human. Fuck, because like it was when I first started this podcast, I had like dreams that it would become like very popular, and like sometimes I see like spikes in listens and the like, but like I had this like fantasy that it would become very popular, it's become this and that, and but it was then I was like I wanted to put an impact in the world. I wanted to genuinely look at philosophical statements and actively like work towards one, or decide, oh, okay, this is how I have implemented stoicism in my life. But the thing is, this thing has become more of an audio journal, and the more and more it became more, what has Dio been up to this week, what has been making Dio miserable this week, what was Dio up to last week, like what are the plans she's not going to do. I remember like a full year ago I was all like drawing out to my best, but the thing is, every time like drawing is not like cool to me. When I see something internally complex, I am in I want to say administration. I have great admiration, but it doesn't make me feel as hopeless. Like when I see incredibly complex code, it fills me with like great admiration and wonder and awe, but it doesn't leave me with like a flood of hopelessness, like looking at like great complex art. It doesn't leave me with the thing is, even when you're like constantly debugging code and you're going through things, okay, this has been done, this process is achievable, this language is structured in a way to achieve this goal. So like even when you're not getting it, I've never like felt hopeless enough that you just want to cry and be like, I'm not doing this anymore. But I have felt that with drawing. And I, like I said before, like especially like let me harken back to one of my real I want to say earliest podcast, but like play it's like 2 years. One of my earlier podcasts where I was like accepting my Noito title. It was also like understanding that I like being really good at stuff, and because like I didn't notice it, but I found myself just doing like efficiency, like coasting along with what you're good in, than like putting yourself out of your comfort zone. And I think I'm doing the exact same thing with art, because like I was good at replicating drawing. I remember like 9-year-old Dio drawing brain so much better than this boy, because it was like girls can't draw, and I just wanted to like, what the fuck is that? I did not know how to draw. I had never successfully drawn in my life, and I knew and things I have there has been many times I've humiliated myself by stating things that I wouldn't say were not true. I would say were with too much confidence. Like the things, I talk with authority most times. I'm not even going to cap. Like I talk like matter of factly. Like everything that comes out of my mouth is. I think that I've met somebody who talks like me like that, but like he's bigger and older and he's a he, so it's louder, and I keep quiet. It's not because I give a fuck, but because I'm fucking annoyed, and I start to see what people were annoyed at me for. Like I talk very matter of factly, even though like my level of confidence is not that high. So most people don't fight me on things that I say, which has gotten me trouble, especially when everybody wants to have their dramatic underdog story where they cut down the asshole who wasn't exactly aware that they were being an asshole. Okay, there was one time I was aware I was being an asshole, and it has haunted me till this day because I'm such a nice person. I know, like, you not constantly say, like, people who say they are such nice people are not nice people. Trust me, I'm a nice person. Like, I'm a genuinely good person who is selfish, like a good amount of time, but I'm a genuinely good person. So like me doing one bad thing, one mean thing since like 14 has followed me all the way to 25. Like I just realized it has been a decade since then, and I still remember the asshole. I don't remember the assholeish thing. Like God, I'm such a good person. Oh well, we probably don't remember each other anyway. But I'm at that point freestyling, and if like one thing falls into the basket, it goes well, uh, and they just stick with it to the end. Nobody's like actively planning and plotting, and okay, people are actively planning and plotting, but it's like we're throwing our eggs in so many different baskets. Whichever one has the softest landing, that's what we're going with, and I guess that's fine. I'll be fine. I'll be so fucking fine. I'll be fine. I don't know, man. I don't know. But then again, this is being done around my skincare, so I'm calling this part one. I'm calling this part one. Put that vampire face wax on, and while it's loading, another 10 minutes, I'll do an onset of talk. So, yeah, part two. So, fuck, Dayo, when are you going to improve audio quality of these your works? I remember I still have Audacity on my laptop. And I remember when I was like, oh, like, where did all that energy come from? And I realized, oh, I was working from home. That's where all the energy came from. And everybody still had COVID, so they were in their houses. Now there's no COVID, and I don't have the opportunity to work from home mostly. So I am dead tired. See, this is like details on the internet you shouldn't say. Like, I just saw one human being, okay, on Reddit. Was it on Reddit? Okay, it was on YouTube. I don't know. I'm consuming so much content rather than creating. I create a lot of stuff at work. Voila, data analyst, creative Lomo. But like, I should be creating, not creative outlets, rubbish. But like, I don't know. I just want money. I really, really, really want money. But I also admire people who understand they want money and are willing to kill themselves for it. See, they look at, okay, and you might think, oh, this person's a workaholic. Not necessarily. This person might decide that, okay, they want to climb up somewhere, so they are putting all their hard work to get noticed. Another person may decide that, oh, this is not for me, but they are putting all their grind into like their side hustles, their options for success and whatever. And they're trying their best, and everybody's trying to move forward. Everybody's trying to do what's best for them and all that rubbish. But the thing is, I don't know. Let me rephrase this. I'm a human being who's randomly talking into the mic, talking into the internet, and I am living well. At least, like, for a third order, I make a good living, like a really good living, actually. I make a really good living, but I feel like it could be more, so that it's, like, to give me at least. But I know I've said this in multiple context before, but like, I am incredibly incredibly proud of the Dio of April 2021. That Dio was amazing. That Dio decided to take a chance. But the Dio of like 2020, no, of 2019, who the fuck is that bitch? Like, I like Dio of like the whole of 2019 and early 2020. Who was that ignorance fellow who thought everything would magically come to fruition? But then again, the Daya of 2021, I am proud of you. Like, I am super proud of you. The Daya of 2020, you tried, but 2021 Daya was like a lot braver, a lot, like, she transformed her body, like from whatever stupid shit that Daya of 2019 did. She transformed her body. She was brave and quit the job. She worked hard. She learned new technologies. She implemented them. Like, wow. And then 2022, like, you did well. Like, you might have broken at one point and started looking at like, what is the point of existence? Like, is this like what the rest of my adult life is going to be like? Yada yada yada. But you did well. You worked hard, and you also opened your eye that like you now work with a bunch of adults, and a lot of people are trying to get ahead, get their way, and you need to honestly ask yourself: do you want to shine? Do you want to shine here, or and then bury yourself in work, or like are you trying to be in the process? And I think the whole month has gone, but 2023 diary is looking like somebody that's, yeah, like I'm running my first like gig. Is someone that will eventually get the bravery to do what 2021 Dio did. And that bravery might lead to two things. Either you work aggressively and okay, this is where I want to shine. Tiredness be had. To do well. I go to perfect. Microsoft is now having open. I wonder how much you're charging. Okay, carry. Anyways, but like it'd be so cool. I want to even like do. That'd be fine. That'd be fine. Anyways, no, like my mind just went on to like the OpenAI parameters I use. I wonder if it's going to be like automatically be an option in E8 or E3. I don't know. Don't get distracted and start thinking about like corporations when you are doing something questionable on the internet. Questionable on the internet in the sense that like I don't know if I've jabbered to the point where nobody wants to fucking hire me. Like how much detail am I am oversharing. This has become a personal journal. Because at several points in my life I've done things that I'm proud of. I'm not where I, like I'm absolutely not where I fantasize I'd be, but I also did not put in the amount of effort to be where I thought I'd be. Like I was still like in a haze, in a dreaming haze in 2019 where I wasn't exactly sure what the future was going to be like, but I was certain that it was going to be full. And I was like, okay, maybe I may not end up in mechanical engineering, and because like I did it in year 4 and I was like, ew, that's just better. I love mechanical engineering in theory and like boats and whatever, but the thing is I don't think I'm able to present an image, and that's something I'm incredibly proud of, and I want to go on to improve my speaking skills and do more and be more visible. And the question is, do I want to be more visible? Not in a wider, broader sense, but like to the people around me. I want them to know that I'm there, I'm here for. I should be the person for insights, but don't call me after 5. I should be the person for insights. Let me get home. And one thing I'm hoping is Echo Bridge open, please. I'm begging you. Echo Bridge open, public transport. Like, okay, Echo Bridge open. Oh my god. And all the diversions open too. Because Above and beyond, you achieve both your goals today. That's weird. Jump rope, jump rope, jump rope, jump rope. I couldn't go to the gym today. So it's like I paid for 3 months. I should take it off. So that was like 12 weeks. As 12 weeks. And I did not work. I mean, I said like 3 times in gyms in until the end of April. Then I've heard March. Yeah, 36 times. And you. Like a hybrid work environment, that'll be fine. I'll be fine. Things will be stable, things will be strong. We'll build an economy. We'll do well. I don't know, man. I really, really do not know. I made a good choice for myself. And now it's time to make an even better choice for myself. So that's just it. This is where you ought to be. And this is just me doing more of nothing, like being a political person because I was kind of sad. And I couldn't go into the whole dramatic ambitious thing. But let me go and get rid of this vampire face mask before my face like burns off. It's the ordinary thing. I'll be back. In between I'm like Monday, Tuesday I can do this, Wednesday break, Thursday, Friday I can do it. Or they may or may not be a pause. This because of like a physical session and the like. I'll see if I can get permission on that day. Yeah. I'm in the good, I'll be on my own, looking on my own. I don't know. I'll be fine. I remember one time where I was like Dio working away against the spirit of excessive competition. I have succeeded. I genuinely have. Like I do have like flashes of jealousy sometimes, but like I realize that you relate when you're like life is really not that difficult to spend so much of your mind dealing with people. It's like do your best with yourself. Are you willing to work very hard for this? If not, accept the results as it comes. Hard, work very hard, and accept the results. It's going to like, but you still have to accept the results because sometimes you do everything right and you still don't win. Not because sometimes the person is luckier. Sometimes the person is genuinely better at that thing. That person worked harder and had more talent than you. And that's fine. There's 7 billion in this world. You don't exactly... what is the chances you're going to be number one at anything? But that's not necessarily like a sad or like a... oh, the world is ending, my life is miserable take on anything really. It's just... I know I've mentioned multiple times. Except maybe I got COVID this for like... but I've mentioned multiple times across like this podcast about me my lack of faith. Not struggling to maintain my lack of faith. And not just be like whatever is up there, help me. Because when you I'll ever call myself an atheist. But I wouldn't even call myself an agnostic. But then I say I don't know. Would I say I do not care? Most times I don't. Sometimes I, but I don't know, and I'm unwilling to accept like just take the religion I was born within as the religion. I refuse to believe that all other 7 billion people are just not as worthy as people as are with them. Some kind of special breed, special person, when there's people who are equally as good, who are equally as fantastic, who I think deserve more and will not get more according to the doctrine of the religion I was born within. And I probably won't get more according to the doctrine of the religion they exist. Or they just they see me as a tool if they don't believe in any religion. Like humanity, like I mentioned in the beginning, is Ubuntu helps me recognize that people are people. But it also makes me understand that they're individual, even though you do things for the good of mankind. People are individual, and not everybody will do things for the good of mankind. Not everybody even sees you as a member of mankind. This was just a quiet, what am I contributing to society? The answer is nothing, because this is, I don't even know if I should still do the WhatsApp thing, because like it's different from when I wanted to be like somebody who looked into philosophies, or the time I was like, I'm going to tell high fantasy stories. I should do that next week and tell a random fanfiction of something. I don't know, fanfiction of something, but I want it. But the thing is, I remember something in secondary school where I was telling like a random angel story, and it was very vivid because I could imagine her falling from a tower, and just people are really cool. Teen girls can be very cool people. Like they let me ramble on with a fucked up story that I was making up as it go, and they were really interested in sitting down on the floor and listening to me talk fantasy. I just had like a random memory of like me being like 13 going on 14, and me being like in SS2, which is like I graduated really young. I graduated from secondary school at 15. Ideally it should be 18, but that's only public school education, and most people who are from poorer households that graduate at 18. Most people from middle class and above households graduate at 16, which is the minimum age you can enter a university in Nigeria. I graduated at 15, but then again, it wasn't like super young or anything. It was like, it wasn't 15 going on. I was still far away from my 16th birthday, but it was like 15 plus. It wasn't 15 or 14 plus. It was 15 plus. Like I was 15 in 7 months. I was born in January. There's no ooh la la. I'll be fine, bro. I'll be fine, bro. Oh yeah, off points before I say like I found out that some people have very interesting lives. Like I'm very one dimensional, like in case you haven't noticed. It's like house, office, gym, this podcast is place. But like people do things that I would consider incredibly risky, and I think it's detrimental to their future, but I'm silently judging them. But actually my face just showed me, I am judging your life choices when I looked at them. Like sorry for the amiable, but like it was shocking. I just assume people in a similar field as I am think like me. Apparently they don't. Well, it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive week. I hope I do. But fuck, this is going to be a long ass week since there's no break in between. But I'm going to try on Wednesday and see if I can get like. Thank you very much. And next week's podcast hopefully will be better than this audio shack. I'm actually using my mic. I'm using my fucking mic. It's just I didn't use Anchor, and there's no opportunity to enhance this audio. Oh fuck. Oh well, I didn't have confidence in my internet, so it's like better scratchy audio than storied as such. Well, has been a personal code of conduct. Have